Okay, we've all heard that you have to give a guy space, okay? The last thing you want to do is feel that you're crowding him. But what happens when you actually live together? In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to give a man space when you actually live in the same place. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Renee Slansky. I'm a professional dating and relationship coach, and that's Luna in the background. Okay, in this video, I want to talk about how to give a guy space when you live in the same house, because it actually came through as a question more than once, actually. I think I got like 5 or 6 emails from you girls who wanted to know, I live with my husband or I live with my boyfriend, my partner, and he needs space. I can tell. How do I give him that when we live in the same apartment? And I think even a couple of you mentioned in your emails that he was wanting you to move out, or, kind of got messy and you didn't really know where the boundaries were. So I'm going to discuss that in this video. So here are my tips. The first thing you want to do is you want to focus on you. The best way to actually make a guy feel that you're giving him space, regardless of whether or not you are living in the same house, is take the focus off him and trying to please him and what do I need to do to give him the space, and put the focus back on you, okay? And a simple way to do that is prioritize yourself more over him. Now, prioritizing yourself over him might be simply going to the gym and making sure that your routine comes first and you're doing things that are more about what fulfills you rather than what fulfills you both as a couple. You want to communicate to him that you know how to thrive and you know how to survive without him, even if you do live in the same space. Now, that might be something as simple as putting more extra effort into your appearance, or going to the gym, or ordering something special that you want to eat, okay? Show him that you're not putting focus on him. You're not rearranging your schedule to suit him. You're not moving out just to suit him. You're not, changing the dinner plans just to suit him. You've decided you're actually going to prioritize yourself in this moment in a really healthy way, and not in a way of self-entitlement or ego, but in such a way that you're actually filling your own cup back up. Now, another way that you might want to prioritize yourself is simply scheduling into your week you time. Whether it is taking yourself for a coffee, whether it is going and get a massage, going to the hairdressers, going to the beauty parlor, whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself, start just putting that into your schedule and into your daily routine so that he can actually see that you're not this woman who's just waiting in the wings until he's ready to come out of his cave, but you're actually a woman who's getting on with life, who's doing what fills you. You're someone who's actually thriving regardless of what it is that he decides to do. Which brings me to point number 2. You really want to get busy. Now, this means busy with your goals, your purpose, busy with your hands, and busy with your social life as well. You don't want to be sitting at home and just sitting on your hands and just twiddling your thumbs. This is about you taking control back and going, okay, he's in his cave at the moment. Instead of just waiting in the wings for him to come out, I'm going to just get busy. Book yourself up. Book yourself up. Say yes to events. Say yes to going to social things. Get busy doing something that is constructive so that you can keep your mind busy as well as your hands busy, so that he sees you as this woman who actually hasn't put her life on hold for him, but this woman who's, actually not available all the time, who's super busy doing her own thing, who's enjoying doing it. And all of a sudden, it's not just about you waiting for him. It's actually about you just carrying on with your life. Now, getting busy might also be something simple as you're reading a book, okay? If you're both at home, there might be a little bit of awkwardness between you and you don't want to go out, or you can't go out. It might be simply, okay, doing some cleaning or moving into another room and actually reading a book, which brings me to point number 3, move into other rooms. Now, this doesn't mean that you sleep in separate beds. I personally am not a real advocate if you're living together if you're fighting that you should be sleeping in separate beds, okay? I don't want more division to come in between you two, and having that sort of physical division can actually really be detrimental to a relationship. Moving into another room might be something simply as he's come in to your room and you're eating a meal together, then you finished up your meal and you say, hey, do you mind, I'm just going to go read my book. And you take your book and you move into the lounge room, okay? And then if he comes into the lounge room and turns on the TV, you might just smile politely and then move into another room and say, hey, just going to go read this in the other room where it's a bit more quiet, okay? It's not about you avoiding him. It's also about you sending a message to him that you're happy to give him his space. And every time he'll follow you around, because that's what they do, right? Then you just move into another room to actually show him, no, sorry, this is my space now. I actually need my space from you because there are things that I want to focus on for me as well. And it's kind of like a reverse psychology here. Another thing you might want to do is actually get away for a weekend. I think when you're both living together, having some sort of physical space from each other is actually really healthy, whether your relationship is working or whether your relationship isn't working. It gives you a chance to miss each other, and it gives you a chance to actually appreciate each other more. So book yourself up a weekend away with the girls, or your family, or by yourself if you have to. Go and actually commit to something where you are physically removed from that house and his presence so that you're doing your own thing. You want to go away rather than send him away, because by you actually going away, it comes across as more independent, and it shows that you're taking control and you're happy to do your own thing, and he can just do his. If you're sending him away or telling him to go on a boys' weekend, it's not really going to be as beneficial, because it just shows that you're going to be at home waiting for him to come back. Whereas if you're actually able to, book something in and go away yourself, it shows that, no, you're not waiting at home for him. You're not just going to sit around the house and miss out on life because he wants space. You've decided that you're taking control once again, and you're actually going to go out and do something for you with a group of friends, okay, or with family. Once again, it'll get him thinking about you. He'll realize when he's in that house that you're not there, and it's not because you're not there and you're crying in the background. It's because you're out somewhere having fun. Okay, you're out there doing something with purpose, and once again, it's going to make him think more about you. It's probably going to make him miss you, and it's going to probably make him appreciate you a little bit more as well. And lastly, girls, make plans without him, because that's what you would do if you weren't living together, okay? You would literally start trying to keep busy, do sort of things to keep you distracted and make sure that you're continuing to move on. When a guy goes into his cave, we kind of get stuck in this limbo land because we're waiting for him to come out of his cave, yet at the same time, we want to move forward, but we don't necessarily want to move forward without him. The worst thing that you can do is put your life on hold if a guy's decided to put your relationship on hold. You want to continue that momentum, and he can either step up or he can step out at the end of the day. So start to make plans even if it doesn't include him. Now, this doesn't mean that you go and make really sort of huge plans like organize a family holiday, but he's not invited, okay? I don't believe you should be malicious or try to make him jealous or try to play any sort of games. This is about you going, I've made plans for Friday night, and you haven't necessarily consulted on him on that first, because why would you? He's decided that he wanted space. Or if he says to you, well, what are we doing Saturday night? You might say, oh, sorry, I've already made plans for my girlfriend. And if he's like, oh, well, I thought we were doing that together, you can simply say, well, you told me that you wanted space, so I just thought that I would give you that opportunity. And then you come across as a woman that's respecting his space, that you're being proactive about it, and he can't really say anything because you're actually giving him what it is that he asked for, and then he understands that there's consequences to his actions. All right, girls, I really hope that helped answer your emails. It is a really particular sort of situation. This is why it's important to make sure that you have a healthy balance in your relationship before you move in, and also that you keep it when you are in a relationship with somebody as well. And don't forget, if you really want to get to know how to get a guy to commit to you, how to get him to pursue you again and really take your relationship to the next level, then do my free coaching class below. I've put the link in the bio. It is totally free, goes for about 45 minutes or so. It has exercises in there and so much value. Luna is awake in the background. If you have any questions that you want me to do a video on, don't forget to comment down below. And of course, subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. Register for my free coaching class. And until next time, bye for now.